I've worked with the river blindness program for over 15 years. River blindness is a terrible disease. I have personally seen so many people suffering from it. It can actually destroy one's life.
Anabe kwa yelo chia, chida wa down wa yelo chingi mara winwa. Ani abe wajaba, down wa yelo chingi mara.
In northern Uganda, almost everyone in the village of Angagura is affected by river blindness disease. Each person raising a hand has suffered from it: men, women, and children.
The
disease started in 1995. It has affected his eyes. He cannot see. He cannot do the normal work he has been doing before. There's serious itching all over the body.
River blindness is the common name for onchocerciasis, a disease caused by microscopic parasitic worms, Onchocerca volvulus. The worms migrate under the skin, causing a disfiguring condition people here call leopard skin, accompanied by severe, intense itching.
It's difficult to describe this level of itching because it's really reputedly has driven people to commit suicide. You can itch and itch to the point that you're tending to get hold of bits of metal to scratch yourself, and gouge your body, and you become irrational. And if you've got it, there is a social stigma to it, so it's very damaging, especially for, say, a young woman. If she develops these signs early in life, she's not really marriageable.
She said it started when they were in the field digging. The flies have been biting them several times. Then he started seeing some small worm moving in the eyes like this. Then after the worm disappeared, she cannot see. You just see every part is whitish.
How has her husband reacted to this?
The husband has refused her because she's blind. She's alone now.
The disease itself is a really insidious disease because of all the socioeconomic impacts that it has. Basically disabling people right when they should be entering the most productive periods of their lives.
This is another one. This is a nodule.
Distinctive nodules under the skin, anywhere on the body, are another sign of the disease. The worms that cause river blindness are transmitted to humans by the bites of tiny but aggressive black flies that breed in fast-flowing streams and rivers. That's how the disease got its name.
This Nyamwamba River is a perfect place for black fly breeding.
You see rapidly flowing water over rocks. You see bubbling, which indicates that the water is very well oxygenated. And you see little bits of reeds and green areas where the black flies also like to lay their eggs. So this is, when you look here, you automatically say, river blindness, because this is a perfect breeding site for a black fly.
Dr. Frank Richards and parasitologist Moses Katabara work for the Atlanta-based Carter Center, a partner with Uganda's government in its river blindness program.
Well, the Carter Center works in partnership with the Ministry of Health.
Oh, hello.
President Carter has given river blindness a high priority. He's very, very interested in the ability to use the medicine ivermectin and other tools to stop the transmission of river blindness. In Uganda, what we're doing is we're providing resources and technical assistance to the Ministry of Health in their effort to eliminate river blindness.
I'm a fly catcher. They like these parts. Probably basically because the upper part is covered. So they go for these parts.
Can you feel it?
Yeah, it's painful. It bites, then after some time stops, I think sucks blood. And then when that goes low, then it bites again so it can get more. That's how I'm feeling it. Now imagine if you have 1,000 feasting on you. Wow.
In most parts of Africa where river blindness is found, in the open savannas, the fly that transmits the disease lays its eggs in running water, the larvae attaching to floating vegetation or rocks. Emerging from underwater as flying adults, they can range far from breeding sites in search of blood meals. Strong savanna winds can carry them hundreds of miles. Controlling a vector like that on a large scale seems nearly impossible. A major reason why river blindness programs in West Africa have now moved away from vector control to rely mainly on treatment with ivermectin to break transmission of the disease.
Yes, the river is down here where we are going to do the trapping.
But in Uganda, most river blindness is transmitted by a different species of fly, and that opens an opportunity.
Uganda is unique in that it has a kind of black fly that we call Simulium nevi. And Simulium nevi has a fragile life cycle, much more fragile than other parts of Africa.
You know, onchocerciasis is a problem in this focus, and here the vector of the disease is Simulium nevi. Make sure that it is tight. When it is tight like this, then push the meat inside the trap. Most likely, I'm seeing this place as the best place for trapping. So I will cover it. So from here, we shall wait for 1 hour. Then after 1 hour, we get out the trap to see what has been caught.
In Uganda, controlling black flies is still an important part of the river blindness program, and highly experienced vector control teams are active in stopping the flies from breeding. They can do this because these flies, Simulium nevi, depend on freshwater crabs to complete their life cycle.
So when we are looking for the early stages, the immature stages of the vector fly Simulium nevi, they are always found in the joints here.
Wow.
Yeah. Then, as they mature, they are found around the body here. Mm-hmm. And they always move from one place to another. This is a larva. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was a pupa, because when I pressed I crushed it, unfortunately. So, 5, 6, 7. You can see the larvae here. You can see them. You can see it here.
The black fly lays its eggs in water, the eggs hatch, and the little wormy things we call larvae must swim around and find a crab. If they don't find a crab, they'll die. If they find a crab, they can get on that crab, encyst, form pupae, and from the pupae emerge the adult black fly, which is responsible for the transmission of river blindness. No crab, no black fly, no river blindness.
Okay. This is the female you checked.
The fly's essential relationship with crabs allows a simple method for locating fly breeding sites, catching crabs and examining them for the larvae or pupae of developing flies.
After trapping these crabs, we have found out actually the crabs are heavily infested with the early stages of the Summulia munivi.
When breeding sites are found, the vector control teams apply doses of larvicide in the stream or river.
You can just see the logistical challenges just glancing upstream here and seeing that 3 kilometers upstream you're going to have to do exactly what's taking place here. And the same 3 kilometers downstream from here. So you can imagine the kind of time and dedication it takes to do that. It's very tough work. Is that the rain? It's raining. Wouldn't be a rainforest if it didn't rain. So now they're going to apply in a pump fashion the A-bait and a spray in the calculations that we just did to give the correct dosage. Treatments on this river began about a year ago. First, what we did was we came and we tested the crabs to see if they were infected, and indeed they were.
Stage of larva of Summulia munivi.
Over 90% of the crabs which we collected here had the larval or pupal stages of the black fly, so it was a hot zone. We began dosing monthly and then checking the crabs also monthly. We started this program, 90% of them had something on
Over
them.
90%.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we found that now, in the last 3 months, we have not found a single infected crab, which indicate that the A-bait is doing what it's supposed to do. It's not hurting the crabs, but it is stopping the black fly.